Okay, right. So what do we got today? We've got a longer one today. I was feeling mean. Really just want to put some time, a little bit of longer pieces. Don't be scared by it. I know that we normally work on shorter stuff, that type of thing. But we'll do two 20-minute pieces, just going to change the rate every 5 minutes. Okay, so it's a little bit longer. I feel that the first one won't be too bad. I think we'll get through it pretty easily and you'll be like, yep, that was nice. Second one, we might struggle in the ugly part. Okay, there's always, when you do testing, when you do racing, there's always an ugly part of a workout. Okay, and that's that sort of 3/4 mark where you're starting to feel tired, pretty hot and bothered, etc., etc. And so that'll be about the 3/4 mark of our second piece, and then we'll just push it on towards the end. So looks pretty simple: 20, 22, 24, 26 5-minute changes. Bang. Okay, plenty to work on. I think this will be a really good session where we'll just keep breaking down the stroke so that everybody can sort of try things, but also at the same time the rhythm needs to increase as we go through. And then in the second one we do exactly the same: 20, 22, 24, 26, and then we're going to go to 28 for the last 2 minutes. So we'll break that last 5 minute up into 3 minute, 2 minute. Okay, really easy, really easy. So just follow along. I'll call the changes, that type of thing. But basically the common theme of today is we'll start off in that nice easy rhythm, 20, and then we'll just keep building it up, building it up, building it up. Okay, so that's it basically. Let's rip into it. So I'm just going to scone my coffee. Sorry about that, I'm a bit late. Oh, I love my morning coffee. Okay, and I'm just going to do, hopefully you guys have been on here already, but I'm just going to do a couple minutes, get my stretch on. Okay, looking for a good wake up, shake it out. Okay. You should be able to in this as well. Just really look for that control, breaking down how the machine does stuff for us. Okay, and how efficient we can be with what we're doing. Nice long push and carry. Okay, yeah, that's good. We're not starting too high, so when we do a warm up like this, literally only a couple minutes, just to get the body in the positions that we want for the piece. Okay. Nice. Okay. One thing I want everyone to try today as we get up into the higher ratings is I really want to focus on the soft knees. Okay, so when I talk about soft knees at the finish, don't want them locked out like this. Okay, you can have them straight like that, not locked out. That's down, that's locked out. Okay, locked out means as you come back over, you'll get really sore in here, and then as you come forward, so you got to pop the knees up like that. Okay, whereas if you're already here, basically you're just moving forward and the knees will come up with you. Okay, so a lot of today is about this thing here doing some bloody work for us, okay, rather than us working too hard. So that soft knees is going to be critical in that last part, just allowing us to just, because what we want to do is just feel like we're not doing anything coming this way. So it allows us, if we're just flowing up here, allows all our work to happen this way. Okay, so soft knees is going to be critical. And because we're spending some time, we're not having too much of a break, we're going to have to keep on to that as we go through. Okay, so let's rip into it. Jump on your machine, as always. Select workout, new workout, intervals time. Okay, back it up, go to 20 minutes. So 20 minutes set time, 3-minute rest time. We've got plenty of rest, heaps of rest. Okay, might not think it at the time, but there's plenty there. Okay, the other thing I'll say too is start with your drag on one about 4 to 5. Start with your drag where you normally would, and then in the second one, if you found the first one just like you were like, you know what, I'm going to struggle in the second one to keep it up that high, we'll come down half a number. Okay, just because even when you're doing a workout, you don't have to keep your drag the same. Okay, if you want to try things, make it a little bit easier, more accelerated drive, etc., then that's where we want to go. Okay, right, so press our tick button. Make sure your screen's on what you want to watch. I always press the second button down on the right. Shows you a force curve. If it's nice and smooth, it's good. And then we'll rip into it. Okay, so no mucking around. I already did enough of that for all of us today. So let's go. Okay, sitting nice and tall. Starting off at 20 strokes a minute. Are you ready? Attention. Row. Let's take our time. Okay, feel how long to start with our stroke is. And when I mean long, the leg push feels like it takes a long time to push all the way out. The recovery, there's plenty of time, and we'll build into our rhythm. Okay? We want to find this metronomic, continuous flow. Okay, that's nice. Okay, very good. Okay, now it does take a minute or so to get into that zone. Start feeling the heart rate coming up, the breathing. Okay. Now we've got this rhythm. This is where we focus on how we're creating and how we're relaxing. Okay. So let's start off first. Think about around the finish. Don't think about pausing. Hands should move around. Okay. Just brushing the body. Hands flowing away. Really now, even just feel it in the fingers a little bit. The chain from there getting drawn forward. Okay. That momentum of the handle, of the chain, carrying us back into the front. Okay. It's nice and easy. The arms just loose and relaxed. Even just let it feel like it does happen quickly. Okay, and then we can control it to the rate after that. And the hands will naturally just go across the top of the knees. And we have a soft knee break. Okay, good. And we just sit there. Once the hands are gone, let it draw the seat forward as well. Okay? Feet comes underneath. Blowing it up. That's good. There's our rhythm on the slide. There's our flow. Okay, and that's just going to increase in speed as the rating jumps up. Okay, good. So as we do that, just think about our turn around the front. As that seat does compress, we almost feel like we're pushing away before we get to that catch. We feel the load like a spring. You know, you're pushing it together, wanting to move away. That's it. And just leave those arms out long. Hang under the armpits. Have them just as a connector. Okay, big muscles in the body and the legs. They're doing our creation. Nice. Okay. And just like that, we're pretty much done 5 minutes. So we're looking to change. Remember, just move things a little bit quicker. Here we go. Now, so just the hands around the back. Hey, remember, it's just a natural progression. Everything just moves slightly quicker. And then we'll see that we've just got faster. And we haven't had to think about making it go faster. We haven't had to think, right, I've got to push real hard off the front. Okay. Naturally, the legs are just going to push down a little bit quicker. Okay. And then we just keep moving those hands around the finish. Good. So, let's focus our feet for a little bit. Yes, you are going to have a pull around the back. That's fine. It's about how we transfer now onto the balls of the feet. Okay. We get that momentum, change, and the weight. So we can start to feel that load just before the front. Okay, keep focusing on that. Feel that. There is a lot of talk about trying to keep your feet on the footboard right there. Okay. You're still going to have a little bit of pull. Okay. If you're trying to focus too much on keeping them down, you'll definitely get really sore hip flexors, probably shins. Okay, we don't want to feel like we're pulling on the heels all the way back. We've still got to create this forward motion and the momentum. As quick as we can. Okay, and that's the machine doing that work for us. So we engage the core here, back on the feet. Out we go. Nice. Good rhythm. Yeah, good flow. Okay, nice. Remember, this is just continuous motion, flowing, loose extension. As we come around that back, hands away, soft knees. Engaging the core, just there, changing direction. Nice. Okay, so let's keep focused again on those feet, on that rhythm around the catch. Ultimately, you've got to think about how we pick up the machine. I always talk, you'll hear me saying tap it along. Flywheel spinning. Okay, we're not picking it up from a dead flywheel. The gear's already moving quickly. We just got to pick up the speed that it's already at. Okay, that's the tap. We're just sort of tapping across the top of the gear. Just picking up the speed that's already there and pushing away. Both feet. Long arms. Remember, leave the arms out long. Just like you're hanging off a chin-up bar. Up to the tree. Okay, good. Right. Ready to change up again? Remember, freedom. Here we go. Now, just move quicker. Okay, don't think about being powerful at the front. Just think about speed. Okay, probably drop a couple of splits. Perfect. Okay, now just hold the change. Thinking now, brushing the body, hands away. Nice. Okay, keep that flow. Our momentum. Pendulum. Back and forward. Push with the feet. The back's coming. Pivoting through the hips. Nice. Okay, keep the hang. Let's really focus. Let's hang for a little bit. Okay, shake it loose. Out of the shoulders. Remember, under the armpits. Feel like we're really stretched through here in the lats. Okay, as we push away. Nice. Moving the hand. Good. Okay. The one thing about rating for long periods is we have to let the legs go down. We have to feel like the drive is accelerated more than it is powerful, okay? And then we come around the front, and then we just feel the legs going down. That's a connection. Good. Good, breathing into it. Remember, keep the rhythm around the back. Sit forward. Relax. Work and rest. Nice. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, nice flow. Good. Okay, we're holding that. Try and stay relaxed. Tension out of the face. Tension out of the hands. Letting that seat coming forward. Soft knees. Soft knees. Yeah, good. Initiate the stroke with the feet and the legs. And then feel like you're sitting back. Legs, keep driving. Back comes with it. Hands move around. Okay, good. Remember, stay loose. Stay relaxed. It's a good long piece. Next 5 minutes. At 26. Really efficient. Okay. Nice. Flow. Loose. Face. Breathing. Good. Okay. So just think about these hands again. Whole stroke. Everything just moves a little bit quicker. Here we go. Now, leg speed, hand speed. Okay, breathe into it. Don't think about adding power. Think about the speed. Good. Remember, accelerated. Keep the muscles really loose now. Hanging. Good. That's it. Hands around with me. Brush away. Let that chain take us forward. Loosen it all out. Good. Okay, in control. Hanging. Breathing. Okay, keep the soft knees as the hands move around. Good flow. Good. Hang again. Move the arms out long. Good. Good carry. Okay, keep this pendulum. Continuous motion. Flow. Okay, good. Remember, as we push and draw, we want the chain on one plane. We want to try and avoid this coming up. Doesn't really help. Okay. Right through as we draw. Sorry, got out of rhythm there a little bit. Okay, there it is. There is a soft down motion, but just tiny as we go round. Good. Last 2 minutes. Tap. Remember, pick the flywheel. Good. That's it. Hang and push. Both feet. One, smooth, drive. Good. Okay, stay focused. Stay composed. Just keep moving. Freedom. There it is. Seat coming under. Cheeks loose. Relaxed. Sitting tall. Nice. Last minute. Roll with it. Okay, keep the flow. Stay loose. Relax. Composed. Good. There it is. Get into the rhythm. Hold the flow. Tap along. Good. Okay, good first piece. Keep it strong. Right to the line. Yeah. Okay, nice. Right. Probably a lot of you right now going, far out. That's not easy. I didn't say it was going to be easy. Okay. So, just roll it out. As I did mention right at the start, especially in this next piece, there's going to be a real ugly part, which is going to be that third 5 minute when we hit 24. Okay, just before the change up. Fatigue will kick in. Okay, you'll be a bit tired. And you might find that what happens there is you just get this continual build up of like stress throughout that 20 minutes. Okay. And you might struggle. You'll be like, shit, I'm really struggling just to keep the rhythm and find the flow. You know, everything's starting to wear down a bit. You know, 26 is getting up there in rating. But the idea is to have incremental changes throughout the time, okay? If I use round numbers, you might be sitting on 2 minute 10s at 20, you know, and if you go to 208s at 22, 206 at 24, and then 204 at 26, that's awesome. Okay, we've had a tiny change all the way through, and it's just happened with the rhythm and the flow. Okay, and that's basically what we're trying to do. We're trying to get a little bit extra speed just with the rating and the flow and the momentum. Okay, I'm not asking you to come forward and go, I've got to add it to get 24. I'm just asking you to speed things up a little bit, find the flow, and get that rhythm, okay? So take a drink, wipe some sweat. I'm just actually going to check my power plug for my phone because I don't think it's turned on. Well, that was lucky. I don't think it'll die on us, but it would be a bit of a shame. Okay, so the second piece, as I mentioned before, if you think it's going to be a little bit hard to hold that rating at 26, 28 for the last 5 minutes, just pull your damper down 5 mil, okay? Might make a little bit of a difference. Right, better drink. Get ready to get back into it. Okay, here we go. Same again, 20, 22, 24, 26, and finish at 28. Here we go. Now, okay, lots of time here at 20. Don't stop any part of the stroke and have a break like that. We don't want to do this too much. We want to keep it moving. The length of the drive where we push all the way. That's it. We want to make sure we can do good time at this low rating. Find good speed, good pressure on the push and the hang. Okay, really allows us now to focus our technique, the sequence of our drive. As we forward, as we push, body comes in, arms are still hanging, right through as long as we can, and then they're just going to draw into the body. Okay, optimal word, draw, not pull. Okay, draw as in flat, straight through. Good. If we're getting that sequencing right, one thing leads on from another, all the way through. Good. That's it. That's the rhythm. There's our continuous motion. Okay. Feel that commitment on the feet, through the drive, the connection. Take the time now, as we're pushing on the feet, feel the connection in the fingers. That we're holding, okay? We're not tense. That's the hang. Picking up a weight off the floor. We're hanging. And it's loose. Nice. Okay. Good compression. Naturally with this chain bringing us forward. Good. Okay, looking for those numbers, making it consistent. Good. So locking in this easy motion around the back, out over, even exaggerate a little bit, just to let it feel what happens with the chain, how fast it moves away. And if you're struggling to get your hands away, it's only us that's holding it back like that. This thing wants to go, okay? We're just controlling. We're connecting with it to let it pull us forward. Use that core there, transfer and roll, okay? That's the machine doing some work for us. We're driving it, but we're relaxing it at the same time. Okay, good. So, about to change up. 22. Just remember, just move everything a little bit quicker. Here we go. This one. Yep, now. Okay, just find that new rhythm. The new speed. Lock it in. Good. Okay, everything's just moving a little bit quicker. All over. It's not like one part is proportionally faster than the other. Okay, good. Hands away. Let it happen. Good. Plenty of time forward with those soft knees. Good. Nice flow. So we don't have to be set here off the back, okay? Just set into the front. We want to have a nice set up through that back part of the recovery on the slide. We just don't want to be doing that in the catch, okay? If we're set and loose, we can pick it up easily, okay? Good. That's that flow. It's set with the machine. Good. Okay, relax into it. Let's go back onto that front part as we're coming forward. Pressure onto the feet. Compression into that nice set position. Okay, and we just roll around. Remember, just picking up the gear of the flywheel and accelerating it back. Okay, good. Don't have to muscle it off the front. Just come in and push away. Long arms. Under the armpits. Good. It's a nice flow. Okay, excellent. Staying loose. Remember, continuous motion is the key to that metronomic rhythm. 1-to-1 ratio, back and forward. Nice. Okay. That's it. We're just flowing along with the machine. We work that drive, and then we breathe it out on the recovery. Because we don't want to be tense like here and think we've got to be real solid and okay. There's always elasticity in the muscles. The take up, okay. Anything that goes wrong, we're not going to jerk anything. Okay, taking all that jerk out of the stroke is really what we're trying to achieve. Okay, so getting ready for the change. This is where we've got to suck it up last 10 minutes. It's going to start getting ugly. Stay in control. Heart rate's getting up. Here we go. Now, we're ready. What do? We move. We create a new rhythm. faster rhythm, faster movements. There it is. You're coming with me. I'm just moving. That is good. Okay, breathe. Relax the face. Tension out of the shoulders. Hang it under the arms. Good. Keep coming under. One speed forward. Good. Changing directions. Good. Good flow. Good speed. Okay, that's nice. Okay, focus this front. Our pickup. A little bit more accurate because it's a little bit quicker. That roll in. Loose hands. Don't choke the handle. Good. Around the turn. Nice. There's the flow. There's the speed. Good. Nice easy rhythm. Okay, always finding the momentum, the rhythm that we can sustain while always trying to just push a little bit hard. Always looking for that little bit extra if we can. Good. Stay loose. Stay relaxed. Okay, as we drive, just have a watch in front of you. Is your chain nice and flat all the way? We almost want it to be flat, small drop, all the way flat, out to the catch. Okay, we don't need to drop it down too low and then lift it up. Okay, small movements. Nothing more than the size of an orange around the back and a golf ball at the front. Okay, a little bit of upward movement. Pretty good. Helps think about that around motion. Good. Okay, breathe into it. Hold our pressure. Hold our speed. Last minute. At 24. This is good. Okay, keep the tap. Top of the flywheel. Roll in. Push away. Nice. Good. That's it. Good work. Hang. Nice. Continuous motion. Okay, preparing. Same again. Overall, everything moves quicker. Here we go, 26. Now, okay, commit to the drive. Acceleration. There it is, find the flow. Hand speed. Slide speed forward. Same momentum. Soft knees. Good. Soft knees again. Good. Sitting tall. Heads up. Good. Nice hang. Remember, one push. All the way through. That's it. Nice. Listen to that machine. Feel it. Hang against it. Legs push it. Good. Push yourself away. Keep rolling around. Round the back, round the front. Good. Nice. Okay, one more minute at this. Tap. Good. Keep this momentum. Breathing. Suck it in. Really good. Okay, pendulum. Around the back. Nice. Handle speed that comes in. Handle speed that goes out. Let it go away. Okay, last 2 minutes. We're going to tap. Tap is the key word. 28. Moving across the top of that gear faster. Here we go. Now, that's it. Pick up the front. A little bit quicker. Accelerated. Hands around the back. Feel us coming into the catch. You might not be at full length. It's all right. Keep working on it. Okay, but relax. Remember, arms. Hang. Breathe. Don't choke the handle. Open the mouth. Relax the face. Nice. Good. Right, hold this swing. Push. Swing. Open out. Arms to us. Feel the draw. Both feet. Round the front. Take the wheel. Hands away. Soft knees. Right, 15 strokes. All the way. Good. Hold the rhythm. All the way. Long. Strong. Finish well. All the way. Tops. Okay, good work. Row it out. That's pretty sweaty. Okay. You might find that your heart rate's quite high as well. Okay. Mine started getting up there, but it's just that accumulation over time of that fatigue and the stress, okay, for that 20 minutes, which is really good, okay, because what we're doing is we're pushing through the aerobic zone and starting to teeter into the anaerobic sort of area. And it's really good because we try and do that efficiently as possible. So the heart's trying to beat as hard as it can to put as much oxygen into the muscles as it can before we start producing the lactate, okay? So if your legs are feeling really like dull and really, really sore through that, okay, it just means we have to work on our aerobic zone a little bit more. Otherwise, ultimately you can go back after we've finished, have a look at your numbers from each piece, okay, see the difference between the sets. They're probably there or thereabouts, to be honest. You may have gone a little bit quicker in the second piece. If you went a little bit slower, that's fine. Probably means that we were a bit conservative going off at the 20 and the 22, but ultimately we're trying to find rhythm, okay? So even now as we warm it down, let's just think about all these little points that we're trying to work on, okay? Let's do these for another minute or so before we can have a bit more of a break. Okay, just feel everything now while we've got time. That flat draw, the chain, even just think about it now in the fingers. Chuck it in your fingertips, okay, and just let it go away. The more we can feel this motion pulling us, drawing us forward through there. And then as the chain's going, the seat's coming, okay? So as it's through there, the chain and the seat are dependent on one another there, okay? As it comes over, you see they're moving about the same speed. And we want to try and get that. We don't want to be like this and then push hands into the front or let the hands go away and then almost, you know, that type of thing. It's really good for basics. Just before we continue, just press your menu button and that'll save that into the menu. You know, a lot of the basics, yes, we're trying to go arms away, bodies over, come forward, and then legs, body, hands. But as we get more and more used to the machine, which is what I try and teach a lot, is it's about a flow, it's about a rhythm, it's about us being with the machine. You know, there's that swinging motion to it, that we don't have to think about individual parts as much, more about the whole movement, okay? Because if we put everything together, we hang, we drive, we swing, and we draw all the way through, okay? And as you watch now, it almost looks like everything finishes together, okay? So it's not a leg push, a swing, and then an arms. You know, we've got to think about that push comes through. And that allows for the maximum drive, the maximum force to be created, okay? And then on the return, it's the same sort of thing. Everything comes out here and we're set. In my personal opinion, I don't think we need to be set here and come forward. I think that's too much, okay? And you're a bit rigid as you come into the catch, okay? But if you've got loose suppleness here, through here, now we're set about here, okay? And we come in and then you can just roll away, okay? Softness, looseness. It's the same thing about the supple knees as the supple arms, okay? Those are straight, that's locked out, okay? So we want them to be straight, and if anything goes wrong, there's still a little bit of give to be able to give, okay? But if they're locked out like this, you know, you'll get tense up in here, you know, whereas when we're under here, we're still underneath these armpits. You know, we've still got this hang through here, which allows us to just flow away with it, okay? Get that momentum and under there, step forward, come into the front, okay? And that compression, which I talk about, you know, if you've got a spring that's open and you push it forward, when you get it to here, all it's trying to do is move out. And like, I'm as unflexible as shit. It's terrible. And like, I couldn't sit up in here for very long. My body just wants to open out. Okay. Like sitting here is horrendous. So I use that as I come forward, it goes, nah, I'm out. Okay. And so that's what we should be trying to feel, is that the body doesn't want to sit here. Okay. It wants to move away. So let that help our change in direction. Comes forward. It's like, oh, yep, I want to go. Just like the spring, as you push it together and then it wants to push out. Okay. It comes in, you know, the legs here, the ankle stretch, like all of these muscles are getting tighter and tighter and tighter. They don't want to be sitting here for very long. So that you use that compressive energy to help extend. So you compress and extend, okay? And that's a really good way of thinking about that motion around the catch. Okay, so solid wet. I just felt like doing something a little bit longer today, put everyone under a little bit more pressure. So I hope that actually worked quite well. I hope you guys didn't fail too much. I'm not sure how long of pieces you've been doing currently at home, that type of thing. So I just thought I'd throw that amongst the pigeons, see how we go. And sorry about the start, team. It was a bit of technical difficulties, unfortunately. Right, see what we've got in the chat, and then we can wrap it up for another day. So thanks, team. Thanks for everyone for jumping on. Looks like a good one. Doing my meal prep for the week. We'll do this tomorrow. Thanks, Renee. Let's say my coach told me something I can improve. How do I transmit it to proving my stroke and making it automatic? Let's say my coach told me something I can improve. Raymond, you'll have to ask that again. I'm not quite sure about the question. Sorry. All right, great session. I'm doing a 30-minute test in a few weeks. Would today's session be helpful in preparing? If not, what would? Gerard. 30-minute test. Okay. No, this is a good one. 30-minute tests are a real tricky one. You know, they're sort of like you get up into that half marathon zone. You could probably do this as a 30-minute, because ultimately in your head, right, you've got a target. Yep. Okay. In my opinion, what you probably want to do is probably want to go, say, +6 of your target, +4 of your target, +2 of your target in 10-minute sections. Okay, so round number, I don't know what the hell your target, 2 minutes. Okay, so do the first 10 minutes at 206, and whatever rating comes for that 206. And then 204 for the second 10, and then 202 for the third 10. So it's just an accumulation of building up and feeling the stress. If you get to the end of that and you're like, it's hard, okay, then maybe your target could possibly be too hard. Okay, but that's going to be a really good one to just find that efficiency and find that rhythm, et cetera, et cetera. So yes, an increasing pressure for a 30-minute test is probably my opinion, increasing the split. Rather than focusing on rating, you want to think about it as a percentage of what your target is. Okay, now if you've never done a 30-minute test before, it'll probably be a little bit difficult, but if you've got a rough idea of what your sort of target is, use that. Okay, +6, +4, +2. There's a lot of things like that you can do in 2K stuff as well. You know, one of the best ones to do building up to a 2K is very similar, is like +6, +4, +2, 0. Okay, so the last 500 is like what you want to hold. And because you've built up that fatigue, when you do that last 500 of like a warm-up sort of piece, you'll go, yep, that's going to hard, it's hard. And so those are the types of things that you want to do. It's really difficult to like give a whole overview, because if you're going to work up to programs like that, you want to be doing stuff above, stuff below, stuff that teeters in between the two as you're doing it. But in my opinion, for a 30-minute, give that a whirl, and I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. Okay. Many thanks, Eric. meters for the January team challenge. That's it. Thank you for a good session. Question, if you want to have 3 to 4 sessions on the erg in a week, what kind of sessions do you recommend? Okay, Bjorn. If you do 4 sessions a week, which my opinion is pretty ideal, you want to do 2 at sort of 20, 22, 24, which is an aerobic sort of area. You want to do, and you could do 1 just solid U2 pace, 20, 22. You want to do 1 that's probably like this, which gets right up to the high end of U2. So not super high rating. And then you want to do a piece that's intense, okay, like high intensity work, which is really pushing up high rates, high intensity. So that's probably a really good breakdown of 4 sessions. And you don't want to go aerobic, hard, intense. You want to do probably, in my opinion, you do the aerobic, you do the hard, you do the aerobic, and you do the intense, and you have the day off on the Sunday, whatever, and then you're back into it. Okay, that's how I'd structure something like that. Neil, like all the tips, really useful. Thank you. Bill, cheers. Neil, do you fancy doing some rowing commentary when things open up? Oh, mate, always. Love that stuff. Great session, Sammy. Thank you, Neil. Oh, I mean the Nationals event. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. As a beginner, great motivation. Thanks, Andrew. Raymond, let's say my coach tells me something which can improve my stroke, like making my stroke longer in the beginning. To make this automatic, I have to train this by focusing on it sometime. Yeah, okay, so Raymond, one thing about it is that it's really easy to learn something new, okay? Like I'll tell you guys, I'll be like, right, roll around the front, just feel that change and you'll go, oh, yeah, that's what it feels like, okay? But if you had a video camera on yourself, 10, 15 strokes later, bang, you might be back to your old stuff, okay? So it's breaking old habits. So it's really just, when you make a change, everybody, so anyone that's watching, it may feel really uncomfortable to make the change and your splits might go slower. And one of the biggest things about it is that everyone sees their splits go slower and they go, nah, fuck that, nah, it's not working for me, okay? But sometimes you've got to go back to go forward, okay? 1 step back, 2 steps forward. And it's about committing to it and thinking, okay, is this going to change what I'm doing? Will this help in the long run? And if the likelihood is probably yes. And so you just have to commit to that change. And so for a while, you just have to really work on it, really focus on it. So the rowing necessarily for a few days, maybe a week, maybe 2, doesn't necessarily mean this, okay? Get that out of your head. It means this, putting a mirror there or literally putting a video camera, doing some video, and then just rowing. Because like I've literally just got my phone set up over there on a seat and it's recording this. So you can do that at home. Just put it in a good position to get your movement, press record, and then do 10 minutes at something, and just think about it and go, that looks better. Okay, might be 2 or 3 splits slower, but you'll go, you know what, if I keep focusing on that and then start applying the pressure, then I'll get better. Okay, so breaking bad habits, hard, learning new things, easy. You've got to combine the two. So you just got to stay switched on. Okay, Raymond, keep that in mind. Thanks for the motivation. One question, I bring my shoulder blades together as I go back. The lats don't seem to be engaged as you suggest. Okay, shoulder blades. So, Alex, I'm assuming you mean at the finish, your shoulder blades like this. Okay, that's fine, and that's probably, it's exactly what you sort of want to be doing. The whole thing with the lats is that if you're like got the shoulder blades through like this on the way back, that's probably really, really inefficient. Okay, just like you just got to think about lifting shit off the floor, eh? And like, when you're lifting something off the floor, you're lifting it through here, and you feel that coming up through here. You don't feel it like this up in the shoulder blades, because that's just really inefficient. So if it's just around the finish, absolutely. I probably haven't really spoken about it, to be honest, because all I'm thinking about is even if I did it with one arm, it's just that hang under here and then the draw, okay? But yes, as you draw through here, your shoulder blades will naturally come together okay? But I don't necessarily focus the shoulder blades because that's just your bones basically coming around from what your muscles are doing, okay? And so the lats, because they're so big and they can hang on to so much weight and then they just come through here. Yes, the shoulder blades are sort of coming back, but it's not like a super focus, because I feel if you do that, it's artificially trying to close your back in on yourself. Okay, so if you feel them coming together, that's cool. Okay, but more about that hang through and the draw into the finish. And yes, they'll naturally come together like that. Okay, but if you're focusing on that a lot, if it is working for you, that's fine. But if you can think a little bit more about these lats, because there's just so much that this part of the body can just hang. Like, it's just the weight that you can hang off as you push it away is so much stronger than any other part, okay? It's the strongest hang muscle you've got in your body. You know, you look at the swimmers who've got massive lats, it's because they're just hanging onto that water. You look at people that can do bloody 50 chin-ups and they're just hanging, because as they pull, it's just this muscle just engages and bang, they're up. Okay, and we're just doing that sort of motion here on the rower, whereas we're hanging through this big ass piece of meat hanging underneath our shoulder. Okay, right, I think that's about us. Thanks for another great session. Cheers, Raymond, Andy, thank you, Frederick, awesome. Okay, team, thanks for that. Sorry about the lateness at the start. I'll see what the hell was going on with the old iPad. Might need an update, something like that. Other than that, remember everybody, sorry about everyone in the UK, keep rowing, plenty of asensei stuff online. We may look at doing some sessions. I'll talk to the team, put some thumbs up in the chat. We might do some late night sessions here in New Zealand time, which will be your morning time in the UK. Okay, just a couple of streams. We may even be able to sneak in one a week, something like that. I'm not sure, but we'll see. We'll just try and help you guys out. Just, you know, bit of motivation, etc., etc. Could be a bit of fun. So other than that, stay safe, social distance. Don't go looting Capitol Hill, please. Again, that was horrendous. You know, let's just do our part, okay? And even though I probably don't have too many Kiwis on here, keep scanning your QRs, keep tracking all your shit, because honestly, these new strains sound bloody serious, and it's only going to take one or two to get out, super spread. Next minute, every bloody country's in another lockdown. We're all depressed. We're all hating life, okay? Stuff like that. So let's just do our part as much as possible. We'll get through this. It's just going to take some time, and we're just here to try and help you as much as possible. Okay, so thanks from me and the Sensei team. Until next time, train hard. Peace out.